Here's a preview of the excitement that's going to happen Wednesday, February 28th at the North Idaho College Board of Trustees meeting. They're going to try to get into executive session at 5. Then comes stuff. On the consent agenda, approving the minutes will go by quickly, but only if Trustee McKenzie is absent. Otherwise, I expect this item to take at least an hour. Then at the very end of the agenda, finally, you see public comment. Better take a nap if you plan on making public comment at the meeting. The issue with the college teetering on the edge of losing accreditation is due to board governance. Because of this looming threat, the board has undergone training sessions for the past several months, including one near the end of February.
At this point, any training sessions, I have to question the value of them. No disrespect to Ken and Debbie, who've done a very professional, very competent job. But we are on show cause for one reason and one reason only, and that's board governance and board meeting. And the purpose of these training sessions is to change the path that the board has been on. And there has been absolutely no change. At the last meeting, Trustee Banducci referred to one of the patrons in the audience as idiotic. Referred to me prior to the vote on executive session, or no, I should say after the vote on executive session, as being a jackass. He doesn't even attend the meetings. So this is a 3-hour meeting this afternoon. And with the history of what's happened since these meetings started, I have to question the necessity.
Trustee Corkill is correct. The one trustee who, in my opinion, is directly responsible for the chaos at NIC refuses to show up. The meeting went on for 3 hours without Mr. Banducci, who, to my knowledge, has never shown up for any of these training sessions. Mr. McKenzie literally phoned it in using Zoom. You don't see him at the table. In the Coeur d'Alene Press, Saturday, February 24th, Rumpler sues NIC trustees. I'm certain that this is the matter they're planning to discuss in the meeting's executive session, and I believe, as many others do, that the settlement with Ms. Rumpler has been on the executive session agenda for months now. But for those same months, Trustees Corkill and Zimmerman have refused to enter executive session. It takes a 2/3 majority vote to enter executive session, meaning 4 of the 5 trustees must agree. 2 of them do not. Is their reluctance to do so because 3 of the trustees, these guys, want to cut a special deal with Miss Rumpler? And how much would that be?
I don't know. Does anybody want to open their bank account? I think the sum. Can I say the sum? Yeah. $1.3 million? That's on the taxpayers' back?
Why are we...
From watching the meetings, it appears as if Banducci, McKenzie, and Wagner wanted to cut this check well before the investigative report was complete. They were in a hurry. The report is now complete. It apparently investigates the president, Dr. Swain, who had to sue the college to get a copy of his own report. And we may never know what's in the report, but my guess, as well as that of a lot of people, is that it deals with interactions between Dr. Swain and Ms. Rumpler, which resulted in her eventual resignation. Why would this matter? I have a theory. Remember this.
I feel this definitely needs to be said, especially of elected leaders, as this expenditure of funds relates to taxpayer funds and how they are used. And some could say who decides winners and chooses losers and chooses that in our society.
What is he reading? It doesn't seem like something he wrote. Is it someone? Oh, I don't know who. Is someone texting him what to say? It's my opinion that he is reading texts or messages from Ms. Rumpler. Others share this opinion. In fact, since she's been gone, you don't see Trustee McKenzie using his laptop at a meeting and fumbling through whatever talking points there are that he has to read.
Thank you, sir. Now, can I make another motion? I have a proposed amended tab 2 and the agenda item.
No one will know whether Ms. Rumpler was feeding him information, nor why she felt the need to do so, and what that would have to do with her working relationship with Dr. Swain. Am I painting a clear picture for you? Unless her lawsuit goes to trial, we may never know what kind of work conditions existed that made her resign or whether work conditions were the issue at all. From the CDA Press article linked below, Rumpler seeks a jury trial, at least $75,000 in attorney fees, and damages amounting to at least $141,822 due to lost wages and benefits, damage to her personal and professional reputation, and emotional distress. She has also asked the court to force trustees to enter executive session in order to consider her grievance against NIC President Nick Swain and former Chief Human Resources Officer Karen Hubbard. First, a judge can't force a legislative body to enter into executive session. That's a separation of powers issue, and it smells unconstitutional. Executive session is at the will of the body. In fact, they don't have to go into executive session. They can fully discuss matters in public, but there are potential legal risks involved with doing so. The article goes on. The complaint alleges that NIC, the Board of Trustees, and the college president created an unsafe and untenable workplace for Rumpler through toxic, retaliatory, and harassing conduct that ultimately left her with no choice but to resign. That's going to be tough to prove. In fact, it's my opinion that she's not after proof, but actually a settlement, which she can get because she has 3 votes if only they can enter executive session. And I don't think they will. And even if they do, the vote to settle must take place in open session in view of the public, and I'm certain that it will be a 3-2 vote with more taxpayer dollars going out the college's window. The drama continues to unfold at NIC, all courtesy of these clowns who, need I remind you, were all rated and vetted by the local KCRCC. The best of the best, especially when it comes to ungovernable chaos. November can't come soon enough.